wufshanti, this dog right here, it's a program. It's a dog character that teaches younger kids, and his main motto is "Think well to be well." And
Think well, be well. That's a great motto. I agree with that one,
I,
100%.
I, I know you talk about a negativity bias. Does that mean that you think it's easier for us to be negative with our thoughts than positive?
This is really useful stuff and really kind of cool. First point, I joked you, but it's true. I don't believe in positive thinking in the sense of I don't want to have a bias either way.
Mhm.
I want to see reality. When I'm rock climbing, I want to know where the edge of the cliff is.
Yeah.
When I'm driving in LA where I grew up, I want to know how close that truck is getting to me. I also want to know what are the real intentions inside that other person. Are they really my friend, or are they just kind of gaming me, spinning me for their own little purposes, and then they're going to toss me aside? I want to know it's true. So for me, it's not real. It's not positive thinking or negative thinking. It's realistic thinking. Point one. Point two, most people are caught up in negative thinking. As they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, stinking thinking. So if reality is like a mosaic with many tiles, or your own experience is a mosaic with many tiles, people tend to ignore the many positive tiles. That's why, to some extent, so-called positive thinking is useful, because it's a corrective. It forces us to see the whole mosaic. But the point for me is to be in reality, not ignorant, not deluded, seeing clearly, which is, of course, consistent with the wisdom teachings of the ages and modern science. So we want to see what's really true. And you're exactly right. The brain has a bias. We biologically evolved it. And this bias is especially present in young people. As people move into late middle age and beyond, they tend to move more into a positivity bias. It's interesting. But biologically, younger you are, the more vulnerable you are to having a brain that is, I say, like Velcro for bad experiences, but Teflon for good ones. In other words, you go through your day, 20 things happen, 2,000 things happen. Most of them are neutral or positive. One or two were weird, irritating, hurtful. That's the one you brood about. Or, it's maybe a timely example. All kinds of good stuff's happening with your body. You look pretty good, and there's that one pimple. What do you obsess about for the rest of your day? What are you freaked out about, that other people are staring at? It's that one little flaw. So that's the negativity bias. And so to me, the takeaway from that is really three things really. See the bad tiles in the mosaic of reality. See the real issues. See injustice. See someone who's hurting around you. See someone who's trying to bully you. See, the fact that if you don't, do your homework, there are going to be consequences. Dominate your homework. Get it off your plate, and then tell people to leave you alone. You know what I mean? To me, that's the wise path. Number one, take care of real problems. Number two, don't obsess about them. Pull your mind up. We tend to get glued to the negative. We worry, we obsess, we ruminate. And there's a famous saying, Adam, you know it, I'm sure, neurons that fire together wire together. So if you keep those neurons firing negatively, you're going to start wiring anxiety, irritability, hurt, sorrow into your own being. Don't do it. Think those thoughts to the extent they're useful. Feel those feelings, let them flow, hold them in mindfulness, but don't let them hijack you, and don't dwell there, because that's what you're taking into yourself. What you rest your attention on and sustain attention to is the front end of who you are becoming. So that's my second suggestion about the negative. And then the third, regarding the negativity bias, is look for those opportunities every day. Half a dozen every day, usually less than half a minute each. That's less than 5 minutes a day. Look for those opportunities as you sweep through your day for the good moments to land. You feel good in some way, you're connected with a friend, you're joking around, something went well, you got something done, you finished it, you looked outside, flowers are blooming, your dog likes you, you're having a good time with you beat the boss at the next level, you're playing some game. It's cool. Let it in. Slow it down. Help that become a part of you. And I don't just mean the happy moments like you're looking at the world with rose-colored glasses. I mean the moments where you realize how to be more skillful with another person, or with your own mind, or those moments when you have a sense of determination and toughness. I was a skinny young kid with glasses, a total nerd going through school. I skipped a grade. I have a really late birthday. I didn't, I just thought, "Bleh." It was really important to me starting in my teens to have situations beginning with being the hills around my home. I would go out in the hills. Also, I got into the Boy Scouts kind of early for a while. We had like a renegade juvenile delinquent troop, but it was good for me because I was like a goody two shoes kid. So it was a good balance for me to be, kind of a, crazy troop. And all those experiences of being outdoors or doing sports actually really were opportunities for us feelings of toughness inside, healthy toughness, healthy strength inside. That too is something to rest your attention on and take in. So those are my three takeaways about the negativity bias, grounded in realizing it's real. One, see the bad stuff and deal with that as you need to. Don't obsess about it, and look for every opportunity to recognize the good things around you and help yourself have good experiences as a result that you take into yourself.